Warning, this podcast contains themes of extreme violence and murder. Subject matter may be offensive to some listeners. Discretion advised.
Welcome to another episode of Evil Transgression, your homicide headquarters here in podcasting. I am Josh, and with me as always, Dustin and Rex.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
You threw me off. I was trying to throw you off.
What is going on
throw
here?
me off with a hello.
That's going to be me for now. I'm just going to, hello.
Oh, hi. Like you're surprised that hey.
Didn't know you were here.
Well, hello there. You just threw my whole intro off.
I
Guess
don't
what?
even know what to do now.
Guess what?
What?
It's Christmas time.
It is.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. You're going to burn in hell for that. It's happy holidays now.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Merry Christmas. We don't do happy holidays.
I mean, that is the weirdest thing. Like, I never understood that. They're like, you can't say Merry Christmas. You can only say Happy Holidays. But what holiday is it?
It's Christmas.
Exactly.
And don't hit me with a Merry Xmas either. Because I'll rip your card up and throw it away.
I don't like that either. I don't like the Xmas.
Well, you know what throws
Stop
me
being
off?
lazy. Write it out.
What throws me off, I think it's over in the UK where instead of Merry Christmas, they say Happy Christmas.
It's weird.
That really, I don't know. I'm just, sounds off.
Freaking Brits.
But then again,
But
if you
again,
think
I'm
about
sure
it,
if
it's like,
they hear Merry Christmas, they think that's weird. So
they probably say like Merry Thanksgiving. Merry
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Happy Christmas. Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
Mary, well, that's my name. That was a little Christmas Vacation for you.
yes.
God, that's my favorite Christmas
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Love it.
Well,
Me
this
too.
is our Christmas episode, and it has nothing to do with Christmas.
Perfect.
So,
Well, we just made it about Christmas.
yes.
Yeah.
But that's really going to be all the connection.
That's all there is.
You can't have everything.
And you can't really have murder and Christmas together. It just doesn't go well.
Well, there's plenty of murders.
There is.
Well, unless you're watching American Horror Story and the one dude that used to dress up as Santa Claus and then he'd go murder people.
Yeah.
So that kind of fits.
If I was to dress up as Santa Claus, I would want to be Billy Bob Thornton
Ooh,
Bad Santa.
Bad
Yes.
Santa.
because he's awesome.
I would like to be Tim Allen.
From the Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I'm the Santa Claus.
Those are great movies.
I think I put the suit on and it made me fat. That's my excuse. I used to be
just never
a
changed.
whopping 150.
He was never 150.
I was like when I was 8.
Don't feel bad. I literally went from I remember being like 80 pounds to then like 215. Like I just skipped everything in between.
You woke up one morning like Tom Hanks and Big.
So what are you sitting at now?
Me, 270.
That's good.
really?
That's a good size.
Yeah, but I'm all muscle.
Anyway.
So
In your jaws. In your jaws.
I'm all muscle with a little bit of tit. Just a little.
It's time for some evil facts.
Evil facts.
So, I got some weird ones today.
Sweet.
But they're not weird as in like, oh, that's a weird thing. It's just like, well, at least the first one I think is kind of like odd. A Chicago band named Macabre has an entire catalog of songs devoted to serial killers. The band calls their music murder metal.
Wow. I've never even heard of them.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably not a whole lot of good songs that start with like John Wayne Gacy. Or Ted Bundy. I wonder what we're gonna have to look them up.
I can't remember if it was on an episode or Beyond Evil or just us talking, but do you remember me telling you about that Jeffrey Dahmer song? Jeffrey Dahmer went to heaven.
You made me listen.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
It was the weirdest
so
thing
weird.
I've ever heard. The U.S. state with the most psychopaths. Anybody want to take a stab?
California.
No.
Really?
What's the first letter?
That's totally cheating.
It's Florida.
Just throw me one out.
Texas.
No. Connecticut.
What?
Yeah. U.S. state with most psychopaths is Connecticut. Following Connecticut are California, New Jersey, New York, and Wyoming. New York and Wyoming are tied.
Wow.
I would not have guessed
No.
Connecticut.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all booger eaters up there. So.
Well, there's not a whole lot to do in Connecticut
No, there's not.
No.
other than kill people.
I'll tell you what, small Rhode Island. You guys ever been there?
No.
I really think you can drive across the state in like 45 minutes. Like, it's tiny, man.
When I went up to Maine a couple months ago, we went through New Hampshire, and it was like 12 miles. That's all we was in. We was only on like the...
It was in like a corner. Like
yeah. But it was so small. But what was funny was their liquor store is owned by the state. It's a New Hampshire liquor store, which was kind of weird to me. But...
That's different.
Yeah.
Since 1973, more than 185 people have been released from death row with evidence of their innocence. 185 since 1973. That's a lot of people that were going to be killed for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
An average of 3.94 wrongly convicted death row prisoners have been exonerated each year since 1973.
Scary to think about.
Yeah.
That you could be put to death for something that you had nothing to do with.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're usually the guys that are for the death penalty. So that's a slap in the face. Like,
Yeah.
But the thing is, is there actually a thing? I know no, not even that one. But is there actually a story of a guy that's been convicted and sentenced to death that had literally nothing to do with it, or any
oh, I'm sure.
this happened over here and he was over here and he got arrested?
We covered
nothing
one.
to do with it.
I'm pretty sure we covered one of those before.
Which one?
The young black boy that got arrested on the train. Remember they tried to execute him once and he survived.
Oh,
They did it
yeah.
Oh,
again?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But that is your evil facts for the day.
Nice.
Thanks.
We're definitely going to have to listen to this macabre murder
Murder
metal.
metal.
I've never seen him on the top 100.
Yeah, me neither.
But hey, you're welcome, macabre. We just sent some listeners your way. So you have like 12 listens by the end of the week. Congrats.
I'd be like, dude, our listens have went through the roof lately.
Bro, we got like 12. We should write a new one.
And I can tell you one person that I know is going to go check it out.
Oh, yeah?
Kenny.
Oh,
Kenny's going to be like, dude, I'll listen to them. They suck.
Kenny and James Brown.
Yep.
Yep.
So today's story is based on a gentleman from Queens, New York. Got a pretty cool nickname too. I mean, if you're going to be a killer, you should have a cool nickname.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be like Bob the Murderer.
Let's hear it.
All right, so buckle up, Evil Mob, as we discuss Joseph Baldi. Joseph Baldi was born on January 16th, 1941 in Queens, New York. Specifically, the Richmond Hill section of Queens if you're keeping tabs at home.
Okay.
Like if you got a map up and you're putting red pins in it, like you're one of those creeps. Not much is known about Joseph's childhood other than the fact that he started a career as a petty criminal at a young age and that he clearly showed signs of mental illness. Joseph began breaking into houses as an adolescent. So we're off and running here with a young man who's already showing criminal behavior and also has mental health issues.
Not good.
It's a good.
I'm pretty sure it's like part of the triad.
Oh, yeah.
The McDonald triad.
Nothing out of the norm for the characters we cover here on the show.
Right.
An evil transgression. After being in trouble enough as a young man, Joseph was sent to the Creedmoor State Hospital in April of 1962 when he was 21 years old. I mean, it would have been nice to have gotten him in a bit younger, but I guess better late than never, or however that goes. He's 21. You kind of dropped the ball for about 21 years. Joseph spent almost 5 years in Creedmoor. During his time there, he began studying carpentry in the institution's workshop. That was him becoming a model patient. When the Creedmoor staff felt he was doing well enough, he was released from the hospital in January of 1967. Joseph Baldi remained in the shadows of life until September of 1970. So about 3.5 years from being in the state hospital. On September 19th, 1970, Joseph Baldi walked into an alley behind an apartment building on 88th Avenue in Jamaica, Queens, New York. After picking an apartment he wanted to enter, Joseph climbed in through the window into the bedroom of Areti Koularmanis. Areti Koularmanis was a 23-year-old Greek-Canadian who was visiting her husband's parents together with her children.
That's a unique name.
Yeah. Koularmanis. Greek. But she's there with her family visiting her husband's parents. So, traveling. To keep her from screaming, Joseph pulled a knife and stabbed Koularmanis in the throat.
That'll do it.
Joseph then hurried back out of the window he had entered. Koularmanis staggered from her bedroom where she woke her husband up and collapsed on the floor. Areti Koularmanis was rushed to the Mary Immaculate Hospital where she died.
Like, what was the point in that? Like, you just walked in just to stab her in the throat and leave? Like,
well,
that's kind of...
He was breaking... He was a petty theft, basically. He was just breaking in. I mean, that was his thing. Police were unable to find any clues to identify the killer. The Koularmanis murder didn't seem to steer Joseph Baldi away from trouble. He continued breaking into ground floor apartments around the Richmond Hill and Woodhaven areas of Queens. On September 5th, 1971, a witness spotted a man climbing through a neighbor's window in Woodhaven, Queens in the wee morning hours. The witness called police, and 2 officers showed up. Officers John Hamburger, that's not spelled like hamburger, but it's hamburger, and Frank Mobilio, caught up with Joseph Baldi after a brief patrol of the area. When the officers asked him to stop so they could ask him a few questions, Joseph whipped out a .22 revolver from a hip holster, like John fucking Wayne, and attempted to shoot Officer John Hamburger. The gun misfired. Before Joseph Baldi could fire again, both officers were on him and took him into custody. While going through Joseph's belongings, the officers found a stolen driver's license. The police contacted the woman on the license, and she informed the officers that someone had broken into her apartment and had stolen her license and money from her purse. Joseph Baldi was charged with attempted murder, burglary, theft, and illegal possession of a firearm. But because Joseph Baldi had a history of mental illness, he was sent to the Mid-Hudson Psychiatric Hospital in New Hampton, New York. Joseph was to undergo counseling while awaiting his trial. He remained at the Mid-Hudson Psychiatric Hospital until November 30th, when he was transferred to a familiar place, the Creedmoor State Hospital.
Can I just say that I feel like you made this story up? Officer Hamburger. Like, that's really been weighing on me.
It's Hamberger.
That's hamburger.
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 I think that's French for something.
But I'm from the Midwest, so it's hamburger.
Nice.
So he gets put in a psychiatric hospital to await trial, and they transfer him back to the Creedmoor where he'd been before, right? Where they was like, hey, he's good to go, right? In December of 1971, Joseph Baldi was officially indicted on charges by a grand jury in Queens, New York. And then some real stupidity took place. I mean, it should be the end of the story here. Guy murders a woman, which they don't even know about at this point, but gets caught on theft and attempted murder of a police officer. The end.
Yeah.
Nah, that makes too much sense.
Of
right?
course.
Here's the blunder. You ready for the blunder?
Yes.
This is a Dustin-sized blunder.
Uh-oh.
I could see you doing this. The attorney's office was not notified of his transfer to Creedmoor, and therefore, Creedmoor was never notified of his indictment. So because of this, Joseph Baldi was released a little over a month after his indictment on January 21st, 1972.
Oh, wow.
It's not good.
It's definitely not good. I don't know how you screw that up. But you transferred him there.
Yeah.
Like when you transfer somebody in, you would think they would know why he's even there.
Right.
Like, how does that get screwed up?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Somebody filed the wrong paperwork.
Something.
So this mistake put a killer back on the streets of Queens, New York. And now, Joseph Baldi would make innocent people pay. Less than 2 months after his release from Creedmoor, on March 18th, 1972, Joseph Baldi entered an apartment in Jamaica, Queens through a first-story window and entered the bedroom of a 17-year-old mentally disabled girl named Camille Perniola. He stabbed her to death in her sleep and fled before anyone could catch him.
Jeez.
The following month, on April 13th, 1972, Joseph Baldi entered another ground floor apartment of 21-year-old Clara Torriello, who had recently become engaged to a policeman. Joseph stabbed Clara 4 times in the back and neck while she slept. After killing her, he tore off her bra and panties and cut them up.
Wow.
Like shredded them.
What's the point in that?
Yeah.
That's what mentally disabled people do. Mentally ill. Again, Joseph fled and no clues were pointed to him. These are just random attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's already been found to do this stuff before.
Well, welcome to my world. I mean, I don't understand. This is his MO, and like you said, he was caught for breaking into these apartments and then released erroneously. I mean, what gives?
Just go back and look at your records. Oh, who was arrested for this?
Yeah. How many first floor apartments does somebody come into the window and stab people?
Yeah, right.
Right. Oh, this dipshit. Okay, we're gonna go get him.
So if we've learned anything, we've learned that police work in the 70s in New York City, or not New York City, but New York State, was actually crap.
A little bit.
I think it was crap everywhere.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like, for some reason, we went through an idiot period, like where we did stupid stuff. And then like one day, everybody just woke up like, well, that's dumb. Why would we do this?
But during that idiot period, you had so many like serial killers and murders and craziness.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Nope.
On June 17th, 1972, Joseph Baldi entered yet another apartment in Jamaica, Queens, where he encountered a 15-year-old Debbie Janusco. Baldi stabbed Janusco in the chest, but the girl managed to stagger into her parents' bedroom before telling them she had been stabbed. Debbie collapsed on the floor and died before help could arrive.
That sucks.
Police finally got a break in this case when they questioned Janusco's friends and classmates. reports of a tall, thin, dark-haired man which matched the description of other women who had reported similar incidents finally got authorities on the right track. I mean, somebody's got to get them on the right track.
Yeah.
On June 21st, 1972, 4 days after the murder of Debbie Janusko, 2 detectives from the Queens Homicide Unit, Detective Donald Parker and Detective Michael Walsh, spotted a man matching the suspect's description. No, I didn't make those names up either. The man was none other than Joseph Baldi himself. The detectives stopped Baldi, who agreed to come to the station with them for questioning. That's odd.
Yeah.
Last time he tried to shoot one of them.
Right.
It wasn't long before Joseph Baldi told them he might have hurt Debbie Janusko.
I might have done that.
I might have hurt her.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. I might have done it.
Oh, yeah, I stabbed her, but I don't know if it hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
And not long after that, the big bombshell dropped that Joseph Baldi's past of attempted murder of a police officer showed up along with the error of his release. Imagine that. They're like, we need to talk to you, son. And they're like, hey, what's this dude doing on the streets? During several of Baldi's confessions, he made passing references to the other murders he had committed. You just mentioned it like, yeah, when I did it to the such and such. The police finally had their man again.
I'm sure they'll mess up and let him out again.
Probably.
The first trial Baldi would face was for the attempted murder of the police officer, to which Joseph Baldi pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. During the trial, Baldi's attorney argued that his client was a schizophrenic suffering from dissociative identity disorder, aka multiple personality disorder.
Dude, everybody plays the insanity card anymore.
Yeah.
So the argument was, because he suffered from this, the attorney said he was not legally responsible for his crimes.
Wow.
Prosecution said, not so fast, my friend. And their expert witness, Dr. Daniel J. Schwartz, who was the director for the Kings County Hospital's psychiatric unit, testified that upon his exam on Joseph Baldi, he determined that the man was aware of his actions when he attacked the officer. After an 8-day trial, Joseph Baldi was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment. But this was only the beginning of the trials. Now prosecution moved forward with the murder charges. In the following trial, prosecution produced a 45-minute police tape to the court in which Joseph Baldi confessed to the 4 murders he had committed. However, Thomas Agresta, the New York Supreme Court Justice, dismissed the charges in the Colormanas, Perniola, and Torriello murders, stating that Joseph Baldi was only being represented by his attorney on the Janusko case.
Wow.
So out of the 4 murders, Joseph Baldi was only going to face the 1 count. Stupid.
Yeah, it is.
That's really all I have to say about that.
No, it is.
Like, yeah, he killed 4 people, but we're only talking about 1. Let's not talk about the other ones.
Right.
What an idiot.
You didn't pay this guy to do the other 3.
Yeah.
During the trial, Dr. Harry Labert, who was a psychiatrist and former head of the Creedmoor State Hospital, had testified that Baldi was insane. But a presiding Supreme Court Justice, George J. Balbick, said, nah, that ain't gonna fly, babe. And he was found guilty as charged in the Janusko murder.
Nice.
Joseph Baldi was sentenced to 25 years to life to be served at Sing Sing.
Sing Sing.
You don't want to go to Sing Sing.
No.
Several unsuccessful appeals were made over the years until Joseph Baldi died on October 17th, 2009, behind bars from undisclosed causes. So that, my friends, is the horrific story of Joseph Baldi, a man who slipped through the cracks of a broken system and killed innocent women.
Yep, you never should have been out there.
That is wild. You just break in your apartment and stab you. And leave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the way it plays out, it seems like the first murder might have been like a panic, like,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because he had always broken into these residences and stolen random stuff.
Yeah.
And the first one seems like he broke in, was like, what do I do? And stabbed her.
And liked it.
And then, then he gets put in, I would say jail, but he was put in in basically a mental hospital.
Yep.
And then he gets out, and it seems like he was like, oh, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he started doing it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, you can't screw up like that. You can't be like, I don't know what I did with that paperwork. Let him go.
Oh, I know.
Let him go.
And he had been in that Creedmoor before, so I would assume there was some sort of record of him
Right.
being there before.
You would think.
But they were like, he's good at carpentry. Let's let him out. He's a model citizen now.
Yeah.
He built a birdhouse.
Model citizen.
Because that's all it takes.
Yeah, apparently.
If you're good at carpentry,
Yeah, you can get out early.
In a mental hospital, they're like, if he can
Good to go.
if he can build a birdhouse, he can live in society.
Yeah.
I don't know if they build birdhouses in carpentry, but
I don't know.
You
I
never
like to
know.
think it.
Maybe.
maybe he
know.
was just like hanging doors.
I wish I knew carpentry. There's a lot of shit I'd like to get done.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
But then everybody would want you to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, my wife's been begging me to build a pantry in the kitchen. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to cut wood. She's like, you do it all the time. I don't know how to measure it and cut it right. Because I know the
I don't
minute.
even know what 11 3/8 is.
Well, it's not 4/8. You know, 4/8 would be a half.
I don't know that. I don't know measurements.
You don't know fractions.
Wow.
That's your
Whatever.
problem.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
3/8 is a fraction.
No, I don't know fractions. We didn't learn that in special ed.
I guess not.
I wish you would have. So, what do you got for me, Rex?
All right. If you haven't done so, go to our Facebook page, give us a like. Any comments, questions, ideas, you can email us at eviltransgression@gmail.com. Dustin?
You can go to eviltransgression.com and check out our store.
Yeah, check it out.
And you can buy whatever you want. You can also join Patreon. We got a lot of episodes out there, so go check it out. We got 12, 13, 14, 27 episodes out there to listen
85.
Yeah.
to. So you join, you get it all. And there's another one coming out. So,
Amen.
and one just came out
Oof.
because we don't have a schedule. We just whenever we
just
want.
throw them
Yeah.
out there.
We were supposed to have a schedule, but that's not good
But
schedule.
Josh got COVID, so he messed our schedule up.
I almost died.
No, you didn't. But yeah, that's all I got.
You never know. I could have.
Yeah. Anyways, tell them.
I will tell you that we want to say thank you for listening
Yeah, thank you.
and recommend us to all of your twisted friends, your parents. I don't know why you would suggest somebody like us to your parents, but I mean, there's some holiday trips, some moving around going on.
Yeah.
So people are going to be in cars traveling
True.
to like the Griswolds in Chicago.
Yep.
You should say, hey, you guys, I'm tired of listening to this same old stupid radio. Let's listen to this podcast while we drive. And then you can expose us to your children. And that probably wouldn't be good, but we suggest it happens.
Yeah.
So give us a
give
listen.
it a shot.
And then give us a recommendation. Leave us some reviews. It's been a while since we got some reviews.
Yeah.
Some comments. Unless they're bad. If they're bad, just email us the bad comments.
We'll put them up.
We'll put them in the same file that Joseph Baldi's transcript got put in.
But I want to say one thing. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Evil Mob. I'll go with it.
Yes.
In the year of our Lord. 2021. Okay, so until next time, Evil Mob.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.